Yo, Tyrone. What's good? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Whoa. Welcome everyone to the live stream. My name is Ken, and I am the host of the Ikwana Stahab, or the Brethren of Gold in English. Welcome to the stream. For any new people who are joining this, who just joined the chat, or for any people who just enter into the chat, you guys get a strike of the singing bowl. You dig? You guys get a strike of a singing bowl. Right here, right now. Right here. So, yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. My name is Ken. I am events roles and events role playing me. You also get a bell for joining the stream, for joining the chat today. Just a little ring today, and welcome everybody to our second installment of Enochian Tuesdays, where we read Ultrasonic Pals. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome all new viewers today. All new viewers today, indeed. Um, yeah, we could. You also get a bell for joining the stream. Yeah, 3 bells because I like Sonic. I used to grow up playing Sonic. So, yeah. So, today's stream is our second installment in Enochian Tuesdays, where every Tuesday we read through some Enochian texts and basically travel through and understand the deeper wisdom and the deeper meaning behind it. Last Tuesday we read up to chapter, I want to say 4 of John Dee's Heptarchia Mystica, or the mystery of the sevenfold dominion. In this text, John Dee, or the founder of Enochian, basically like cycles through, um, he cycles through these different angelic encounters with different instructions and different meanings and different outlooks and different ideas. It was all stuff we. It's okay. You're not late, Icy. It's okay. It's okay. You're not late. You're actually quite early. Welcome to the stream, Icy. You get a bell for joining the stream. Why are you people said scammers? Yeah, you have to talk to the head of the scam. You have to talk to the head of the scam department for that. You have to You have to talk to the head of the scam department. I see you are now. I see here. I trust you enough. Uh. Here I see you're now mod on my streams because I trust you enough to basically what's it called, take control. I made you mod because I trust you. You've been in the streams enough and you've showed enough love. You can be mod. But yeah. Let's see. We're gonna start chapter 4. Oh, okay, sure, yeah. I didn't know you're Ashness. Okay, bet. Here I can make you mod. Sure. Awesome. Yeah, I'm Canadian. Yeah, I'm indeed in Canada. But I was actually. Is the mustache real? No, it's not. It's a caterpillar. It's a caterpillar. It's not actually a mustache. Uh, sorry, I've deceived you all. But yeah, we are just at the 10-minute mark of the stream, guys. We're gonna start up the stream now. Start up the actual content. Um, we started the stream, or we ended off last week's stream on chapter 4. Starting the beginning of chapter 4, and yeah. Um. Oh, hi Anna. Welcome to the stream. We finished last week's stream on on the beginning of chapter 4, and we're gonna start off where we left off last week, and that is chapter 4. So if you guys see right here, Caput 4. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna. Hello, Anna. I'm so glad to see you in the stream. Uh, I had a kind of a rough day, guys. So like hopefully we can like uh we can pick things up today, and the stream can help uplift my spirits. Oh yeah, what's it called? Anna just joined the stream, so you know what the policy is. If somebody new joins the chat, or if someone just chats in for the first time, they get a strike of the singing bowl. So I'm gonna now start reading John Dee's Heptarchia, starting from chapter 4. Um, yeah, I'm gonna start reading now, guys. Um, just give me a second to recuperate and like center myself, and yeah, we should be able to start. I also will be adding a green screen into. I just have to configure the camera a little bit, but I'll be adding a green screen in, and we're gonna get started. So yeah. All right, just getting the green screen ready, okay, guys? All right, guys. Let's getting started with the green screen. Right here, I should have it right here. Let's go. Okay, awesome. What you guys think of the green screen, guys? It's hard, right? What do you guys think of the green screen? Yeah, thank you. It's Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know if Tyrone's still in the stream, but yay, Dina and Kelly would be awesome to join the stream. Yeah, I don't know if Tyrone's still in the stream, but I wanted to get his take on what he thinks the green screen looks like. This is the green screen we're gonna have for the whole for hopefully the whole stream. But yeah. At times it will go off. At times it will go off. Like, actually, hold up. Yeah, you guys can see it. Never mind. I don't have to. I don't have to. Cut off the green screen to show you guys the visuals. Yeah. But yeah. Some notice of. So we're gonna start now with the reading the book. Chapter 4. Some notice of peculiar forms and attire wherein the kings, princes, and ministers heptarchio appear, and some of their actions and gestures at their appearance, etc. King Karmara. The king, being called first by Uriel, appeared as a man, very well proportioned, clad in long purple robe, and with a triple, clad in a long purple robe, and with a triple crown of gold upon his head. At first coming, he had 7 waiting on him, which afterward declared themselves to be the 7 princes Heptarchio. Uriel delivered unto the king a rod, or a straight little round staff of gold, divided into 3 equal distinctions, whereof 2 were dark or black, and the third of bright red. This rod he kept still in his hand. This king only was the orderer or disposer of doctrines, which I term Heptarchio, and first by calling the 7 princes, and after that the 7 kings, and by giving instructions for those practice of whole doctrine Heptarchio. For the first purpose and fruit thereof to be enjoyed by me, of the 2 other there were only mention made. King Kamara said, Behold the sign of the work. There appeared 2 letters of verse, and a verse on a white flag, and a woman standing by, whose arms did not appear, and on the other side appeared the arms of England, the flag old. Prince Haganel. No, all the princes seemed to be men and to have red robes, but this prince, his robe was shorter than the others. All princes had circlet of gold on their braces, not crowns, nor coronets. This prince held in the palm of his right hand, as there has been roused, a round right ring with a prick in the midst, hanging also over his middle fingers, which he affirmed to be a seal, and which the name of bears, and it is, and this is it is the sun sign. All the princes held up together, heptagon stellar, as I term it, and it seemed to be that of copper. Subjects and servants to Prince Haganel. The sons of men and their sons are subject unto his commandments and are his servants. How is the title of this book spelled? I would check it out. Here I'll give you the link to it actually, in our Discord DMs. Okay. Links. I got it somewhere. It's okay. I got it somewhere. Yeah, no problem. Hold up. I can provide that for you. This is called the Heptarchia Mystica by John D. What the Heptarchia Mystica. I think this is, yeah, okay. This is it. Heptarchia mystica. Here, I just sent it to you in our DMs, Ash. I just sent it in our DMs. Nice. So the Heptarchia mystica, if you didn't catch the drift of it, here this is what it looks like. The Heptarchia mystica. The Heptarchia mystica. If you weren't here for last week's stream, if I don't think you were here for last week's stream or not, but um basically, last week's stream we read up to chapter 4 of John Dee's Heptarchia Mystica, or the mysticism of the sevenfold dominion. It's basically Enochian planetary principles, basically, and it's like, how do I say this? Like it comes before the watchtowers, which are like, the watchtowers are some of the most like watchtowers are some of the most important aspects to the Enochian practice. Basically, like, watchtowers basically play a huge role in like dictating like the four corners and the elements and the archangels. So this was before the watchtowers. The Heptarchia was before the watchtowers. So it have a lot of like it it actually was not known by the Golden Dawn or Crowley, actually. The Golden Dawn or Crowley did not know about the Heptarchia, and but this being said, there is some connections that I find in the Heptarchia with certain neo-hermetic orders that may not have known about it, but have known its kind of symbolism and kind of like its energy almost. It's um yeah, because there's some stuff in books that are beyond the pages of the book, right? There's some stuff in the book that are beyond the pages. So because of that, you could grasp certain archetypal principles and elements of a book without ever having to read it. This doesn't mean that you should do that. It just means that it is a possibility, you know. And I think that certain neo-hermetic authors, they may not have had a sense of this book, but a lot of the stuff I'm finding is very similar to what is in there. The title? The Heptarchia Mystica. So DE space HEPTARCHIA space MYSTICA. I think Mystica. It's not the mystery of the sevenfold dominion, or the Heptarchia Mystica. It's a very interesting text, I would say, honestly. Here, I'll type it in chat actually for you guys. I'll type it in chat. I'll type it in chat. I'll give myself a free viewer while I'm at that. Let's go. Good, good. Awesome. 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 Here, I'm gonna pin your. Yeah, the Heptarchia is a really interesting text. It's very compact. It's got a lot of good resources that you could use. Uh, there's appendixes in the text too that operate certain things. And um, Anna, we were talking. I was talking to Hummingbird about the Heptarchia, and I was asking him about the lamen, which I have printed out, and I was asking him like what it does, and he said that the lamen creates like a ritual space around you and creates like a here I can show you guys the lamen after we finish the text. But yeah, I'll show you guys the lamen. I'll show you guys my so the Heptarchia has a lot of sigils that are in it. And yeah, one of the sigils in the Heptarchia is called the Heptarchia Lamen, and I have this lamen printed out. I just want to show it to you guys. I don't want to get distracted, so yeah, I want to like show it to you guys during a more appropriate time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Seven Sons of Light, March 21st, 1582. The seven sons of light appeared like seven young men, all with bright countenance, white apparel with white silk on their heads, pendant behind, with a wreath down to the ground, all apparel of one sort. Everyone seemed to have a metalline ball in his hand, the first of gold, the second of silver, the third of copper, the fourth of tin, the fifth of iron, the sixth tossed between two hands, a round thing of quicksilver, and the last a ball of lead. The first had on his breast a round tablet of gold, and on it was written a great eye, and the second on his second tablet had his name also written. And everyone orderly coming forth showed their names upon the golden tablets, and they departed. They made courtesy and mounted up heavenward. The seven sons of sons appeared like seven little children, like boys covered all with purple, with hanging sleeves, like priests or scholars' grown sleeves. Their heads attired all after the former manner of the purple silk. They had three cornered tablets of their breast on their chest, and the tablet seemed to be very green, and on the letters of their names written. The first two letters made in one type, E. They made a reverence to Michael, who have been called the first and these, and so mounted up heavenwards. Prince Hagenel and his 42 ministers. At the call of King Karmara, when he said, come, let us seek the works of God, appeared Prince Hagenel, and upon that globe convex superfish appeared 42, who said, we are right to serve our God. Each of these had somewhat in their hands, and they stood in their order. Hagenel seemed to embrace the company. Six of these seemed more glorious than the rest of their coat longer, and had circlets of gold around about their head, and hold in their hands perfect crowns of gold. The second six had 3/4 of crown in their hand. The third six had robes or clothes in their hands, and the rest seemed to have balls of gold, which they tossed from one another, but they, at the catching, they seemed empty wine, for they gripped their clothes in their hands if they were not solid, but empty like a blown bladder. The first six made courtesy to Prince Hagenel, the second six made courtesy to the first, and the third to the second, and they all the Prince Hagenel made courtesy to King Karmara, each one upon these, standing their table, and every table had but one letter. The first of the six did go away, and his table appeared as a zero, and for the rest, but the note that the third six cowered down, and with loath to show their tables at length did. The third row went off lamenting, but being commanded by their prince, all parted in fire, falling to the globe. The fifth now did sink into the globe. Every one did a sundry fire by himself. The sixth fell with smoke down into the globe. King Karmara said, remember how they stood, where they were secondly disposed onto you. They stood first in 6 rows, and next they were turned into 7. I speak of the greater number, and not of the less, and speaking of the greater, I have comprehended the lesser. There are 6 names that are in subjugation unto the princes. The first seven next him are those which have fair and beautiful crowns. The first seven are called by those names are seest ones, etc. Um, can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? Let me know if you guys can see this, because this is a visual here. Let me just turn off the the green screen. But this, Anna, do you remember when you when I sent this in your server and you're like, what is that? You're like, what is that? Well, you said it in your beautiful language, but um, yeah, this is like the centerpiece of the text here. I actually have a digitized for. I have a digital version of this, guys. I ain't go cap to you. Let's go. Okay, guys. So you guys see the digital version of this thing, right? You guys see the digital version of it here. You guys see the digital version of the photo? I'm on the ground right now, showing you guys some ancient history right here. This is, yes, I'm on the ground, but this right here is the names of the princes. It's 6 by 7. So watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 by 7. If you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 6 by 7. So it's 6 7-letter names. If you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you go down the directions, it can also form different names. So these are permutations. Okay, just checking something. These are permutations of different names of angels, and so it's a conglomerate of different angelic names that are within the mystical sevenfold dominion. So this whole image right here is based off of a certain attraction towards a choir of different angelic forces that surround the seven planets. Hopefully that made sense. I don't know if that made sense. Okay, I can get off the floor. Oh, my knees hurt. But okay, nice. So we're back. Yeah, so if you guys see right here, okay, if you guys see right there, there is a ring here. Let me just turn off the green screen again. Sorry, I'm fluctuating. If you guys see right here, there is the ring that has these 6 names on it. 6 names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 7-letter names. Letters. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The letters. What could they entail? But King Bubagel appeared in a black velvet coat, and his hose closed round hose with velvet upper stocks, overlaid with gold lace. On his head, a velvet hat cap with a black feather in it, with a cape hanging on one of his shoulders, his purse hanging about his neck, and so put under his girdle at which hung a gilt rapier. His beard was long, he had pantoffles and pinsons, and he said, I wear these robes not in respect of myself, but of my government, etc. Prince Bornogo appeared in a red robe with a gold circle on his head. He showed a seal and said, This is it. Ministers 42. 7 of the ministers are apparelled like Bobigel the king, sagely and gravely. All the rest are almost ruffian or roister like. Some are like to be men and women, for in the forepart they seemed women, and the back part men by their apparel. And they were the last 7, they danced, leaped, and kissed. They came afterwards into a circle, the sages and the rest, but the sages stand all together. The first of the sages lifted up his hands aloft and said, Let us perform according to God's wishes. He, our God, is truly noble and eternal. He plucked up his right foot, and under it appeared an L, and the rest of it like a manner that the letters are names. The first 7 grow all together, the names in a flame of fire. Okay. And so sunk down in the transpiratory fire globes of the new world. The second 7 fell down like drops of metal. The third 7 clasped together and fall down like a thick smoke. The fourth 7 joined together and vanished like drops of water. The fifth 7 fall down like a storm of hail, and the last vanished away. At another time they came, being called by King Karmara, all 42 bringing a round table over their heads, flatwise, and they laid it down and stood about it, the letters being as before. What? This is a whole new section of letters. What? This is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So interesting. Okay. There's a B that ends with all of them. Look, guys, there's a whole new one that I can try to digitize and make a digital version of. Look, there's a whole new letter, and there's a whole new sections of the 42 full letter name, basically. That's interesting. I like that a lot, actually. I'll be able to hopefully like make digital versions of these photos, because I think this information should come out to the public. But yeah, I want a digital version of this photo. Shouldn't be that hard to make, honestly. King Babalel. King Babalel appeared with a crown of gold on his head, with a long robe white of color. His left arm sleeve was very white, and his right arm sleeve was black. He seemed to stand upon water. His name was written on his forehead, Babalel. Prince Befaphus. He appeared in a long red robe with a circle of gold on his head. He had a golden girdle on his robe, Befaphus. He opened his bosom and appeared lame, and seemed to have feathers upon his robe. His seal or character is this. Awesome. This is John Dee's Mysticism of the Sevenfold. Oh, by the way, thank you for joining the chat. You get a bell for that. But you asked what we're reading. We're reading the Heptarchia Mystica or The Mysticism of the Sevenfold Dominion by Dr. John D. I cannot wink. But yeah, that's what we're reading. No problem. Prince Ministers 42. Of his 42 ministers, the first 7 had circlets of gold on their heads, and the king Baba Bel called Bafafus, saying, let's see. Come, prince of the 7 princes who are the princes of waters. Every one of the 42 had a letter on his forehead. There were 7 in a row and 6 downwards, but of the first 7, the letters actually become to be between their feet, and the water stream continues to openly pass these letters. The first 7 take the water and throw it up and becomes clouds. The second throw it up and become hail and snow, etc. The 42 dive into the water and so vanish away, and Baba Bel and Bafafus were also suddenly gone. Somewhat, yeah. I I'm not. I haven't fully read this book. I actually like to finish reading my books on stream to get like a genuine reaction. So yeah. I'm looking at like the different talismans for the 42 fold name, and it's just very interesting stuff. Honestly. Whoa. What the hell? I skim. I give you a digital version of the book, bro. If you join my Discord server, I can give you the digital version of the book. Give me a second, guys. Though I'm gonna get a drink, but cause I'm getting a little bit thirsty reading it loud to you guys. But this is just super fun. This is super fun. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, we're 3 pages away from finishing the 4th chapter. What you guys thought so far? Anna, Ash, what is your guys' thoughts so far on the Heptarchia Mystica? There's so much more we have to cover, though. So much more we gotta cover. Oh, Tyrone! I was just thinking, yo, when I was getting my drink, I was just thinking, like, is Tyrone still in the stream or not? Like, I was like inquiring. I was like, hmm, is is the big man Tyrone still in the building? Yo, Tyrone, if your brother still has any questions or any stuff he wants to run by me, like, be sure to let me know, cause we don't cause here's the thing, I want to stream for like a couple of hours, but this book doesn't have enough content. Like we read more than halfway through the book last week's stream, so like we're more than halfway done the book. So if you want to like help like accelerate the stream's time, or like accelerate like more of like what we're doing in the stream, then like coming correct with some questions would I'd appreciate it. But no pressure though, no pressure. Just saying, it's the option is open for you. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Their names and characters appear to be which follow in the squares. Oh my god, there's another one. Yeah, I am in the middle of the book. This is an ongoing series, brother. This is an ongoing series. What's it called? It's called Enochian Tuesdays. So every Tuesday we read Enochian text. So we read half of this book last week and we're reading the other half this week. So if you want to see like the first half of the book we read, be sure to get into Enochian Tuesday stream entry 1, which is will be on the live tab on the channel. So you can just watch the first entry of the stream if you want to, if you're interested in seeing my perspective on it. But this is, oh hey, it was good. The Mr. Shukra is welcome. We get a bell for joining the stream. Namaskaram indeed, brother. One, two, three, four, five, six. The seventh one? Oh my god! Guys, I just had a crazy revelation. Yo, guys, I just had a crazy revelation. So you guys are aware of this pattern, right? So this is called the 42 fold table, right? And the Heptarchic lexicon, or what do they say, jargon? Hopefully I'm using jargon in a proper term. But um yeah, it's in the Heptarchic like system that John D uh basically like incorporates. uh Basically, in the constraints of this, there are 7 of these 42 fold tables for each one of the kings and princes. For all the kings come down with, yo, this is crazy, bro. Hmm. I could digitize these images. Hopefully. I'll make digital versions of these images, guys. I'll make digital versions of them. But it just shows like there's a lot more stuff we can do with these sigils. Like, I don't even know where to start with how to like even like like how do I say this? Like invoke these forces. Like I wouldn't even know where to start, honestly. Hmm. How well do I know astrology? Well, if we're talking about if we're talking about horary and natal astrology, not too interested in it. However, I will show you something, guys. I will show you something, guys, that I think is, if you're trying to get into talismanic astrology or like planetary magic astrology, there's two texts I think are very essential. Trust me, guys. I'm totally not using this as an excuse to leave. Like, there's two texts, Mr. Mo JD. If you stay in the stream, I will show you two essential texts you will need. Like, you need these if you're trying to get into like the real astrology, like the real Arabic Hermetic astrology. You need these texts. This guy said the picket tricks, and guess what? He was fucking right. He was right all along. He was right all along. This is one of them. Uh lesser known one, but lesser known one, but this one actually has influences on the Picatrix and Agrippa. This one is fire. It's a lot shorter too. It's, if you're not trying to get into like the complexities of the Picatrix, completely fine. This shit though is fire. This will. Oh, nice. Now watch, guys. Yo, Tyrone. Remember what I was telling you about that book at work today? Remember that book I was telling you about? Remember that book I was talking to you about, Chiron? Not Chiron. Tyrone. Sorry. Um, I have something special to show you, man. I have something special to show you. Hey, Mr. JD or Mr. Mo JD. I'd like to introduce you to a little friend of mine. Somebody who is like very feared amongst the Middle Eastern continent right this moment. I'd like to introduce you to the Shams al Ma'arif. Ooh. It's actually not that scary. It's actually not even that good of a grimoire, but I do have a copy of the Shams al Ma'arif. Ooh. Yo, I have a copy of this, and it comes in handy at a certain degree. I'm making an expound. It has those particular takes that I like. It has particular sigils and talismans I think are quite useful. You wrote the whole thing down. Props to you, bro. You have a copy too? Nice. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Yeah, it's a very experiential kind of thing. It's not. Look. This is something that people need to understand. You know someone's faking their spirituality when they're saying, I read the Shams al Marf. You don't read the Shams al Marf. You use the Shams. That's like saying I read Liber 777. Like no the fuck you don't read Liber 777. You don't read indexes of books. I think it's overrated. Honestly, I think it's overrated. It's gotta be one of the most overrated grimoires I've ever seen. I've ever witnessed, seen in my entire life. It is so overrated. Like, it actually pains me how overrated this thing is. I wish it would hold the Picatrix to higher degrees that they hold the Shamva Marif. Because the Picatrix, it will explain some shit in full detail. The Shamva Marif won't. But it's, oh my god, the Shamva Marif is so overrated. Like, it actually pains me how overrated the Shamsa Marif is. Like, you see how visibly in pain I am? Because of just how overrated this book is? Yeah, bro. Shamsa Marif, this most overrated grimoire of all time. Continuing. I think so too, to a certain degree. But I don't like when people treat it like it's the end all be all. You know, like when people treat it like it's like the pinnacle of like what you can gain out of this practice. It is very useful though. It is very useful. However, I find it to be like very like only applicable like here there's a specific one I use a lot. A specific one I use a lot. I think I can actually still have it indented in here. Yeah, this one. This one, this one, I like this one a lot. I like this one particularly a lot. It's good for Rukia. It's good for it's good for a lot of stuff. Yeah, get this version, bro. Get this version. If you get this version here, look, I'll show you the edition. Look, Johann Valdemont. Get this version. This version has the whole thing, bro. I have a few of these pages ripped out because I used them for talismans in my houses, in my house, in some of my house rooms. I have some of the pages ripped out so I can use them. Actually use them. So I can't sell it even if I wanted to. I would never sell this though. I would never sell that copy of Vishnu Mar. It's so useful to have in terms of like Uh, well, I think it's part of the essentials. I think it's part of the essentials, but I don't think it's a part of the ultimate deciders on what is like, like peak occultic Islamic literature. Agrippa is peak. The Picatrix, I think the Picatrix is peak. The Picatrix is peak. Agrippa is peak. Funny enough, funny enough, out of these three books here, the Picatrix, the Imaginibus, and the Shams al Marif, I would pick these two over this one, and yet these two are similar in if you combine these two, they're similar in size to each other. But I would pick I would pick the pick Utrix and the Imaginibus. I would pick that over the Shaun of Marf because it's just so like I don't like yes, like the names of god talismans are very useful. They're very good. They point towards an origin of these divine names that was just far beyond what any person could have ever imagined. And I think that's amazing. I think there's a lot of miraculous stuff in the Shamba Marf. There is a lot of miraculous stuff. Don't get me wrong. I am like completely down for that. But is it like peak occult literature? No, it's not. That's like saying like again, like I said, that's like saying Crowley's Libra 777 is better than the Book of Allah. It's like no, most people would say it's the Book of Allah. They wouldn't say it's a utility index. A utility index of a text is this never unfortunately that's like this is like how this is how the mainstream is, unfortunately. And I guess like I'm a part of this like idealistic tendency too, that um what's gonna double or what's gonna be a very good occult text and what's gonna be a very good mystical text is if it serves the purpose of both actually. See, I want you guys to understand something, okay? It's like alchemy a little bit. Uh you have the end to end reads. Like you have a book where you read it from end to end. Then you have books where you read certain parts of it at certain times for certain things. Then you have yeah, I'll be on in 30 minutes. But yeah, low key blessing in disguise because it's okay that he had to go because I was getting sidetracked off of something. Prince Bivitmono. He appeared in a red robe with a gold circlet on his head, And his seal is this. This is his seal, folks. His is his seal. Ministers 42. They appeared like ghosts in smoke without all form, having every one of them a glittering spark of fire in the midst of them. The first seven. Whoa. Whoa. This is awesome. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. Hagen now. Whoa! Guys, that's awesome. Wow. Okay. Okay. I don't know if Tyrone's still in the stream or not, but I just came across some information. I just came across like some kind of stuff. I want to share it, but yeah. That's so interesting. Wow. Okay, anyways, guys. Basically, of the 7 kings of the planets, they have 42 ministers for each and every single one of them. Dude, I can. Oh my god, bro. This is so crazy. Oh my god, like. It's so interesting. So, the 7 kings have 42 ministers. Wow. They have 42 ministers, and they have six sevenfold names, which equal up to 42. And wow, this is just amazing. I'm starting to actually make sense of this. Like, I'm sorry if I'm going like silent, like seem like very vague, guys, but I'm starting to make sense of this. Like, a lot of this is starting to like come into play a little bit more. Prince Hagen, no, his 42 ministers. Okay. King Prince Hagen, now his 42 ministers. King Bobagel, ministers 42. King Babao, Prince Bafafis, ministers 42. Oh, okay, hold on. King Bobagel. Oh, it is princes. Wow. Okay. Prince Bornogo, ministers 42. Leonard. Okay. Prince Bafafis, ministers 42. See, this is not a. Oh, Prince Blissadon, ministers 42. No. Nova, what's it called? So basically, the ministers 42 are basically like they're under the dominion of the seven kings, or the seven princes. So like I'm noticing like a pattern in this text right now, where basically there's seven kings, there's seven princes, which make 49, right? Now under these princes serve 42 ministers for each and every single one. Now I'm just like getting all these ideas running through my mind right now of like what I can do. I could literally make digital versions of these, and like it's really interesting. Yeah, it's so interesting. Wow. But 42 is because of the 42 letter name of God in Hebrew mysticism. Because this is a Enochian is a Christian based mystical system. Alpha 30. Yeah. 42 subtracted by 33 is also 9 as well. And 9 is a completion number. Funny enough, 42 plus 33 is also 75. Which, if you guys know something about 75, I won't say what I know about 75, but 75 plays a pretty crucial role. 75 is pertains to Pythagoras to a certain degree. It pertains to a lot of things, but yeah, 75 plays a key role in this too. But yeah, so basically the seven princes, we're gonna get deeper into this stuff, obviously, but there's gonna be appendixes at the back of the book that we can read. But yee. What the hell? So I started reading ahead, guys. I started reading ahead. I got lost in this thing, bro. What the hell? Okay, okay. This is very interesting. I have some comments for like I have some comments and concerns for what we're gonna read in the future of this text, guys. But yeah, we should get to continue reading. Oi, oi. 'Interesting. Okay, the prince, the minister's 42. Prince, minister's 42. 17. Okay. Hold on. Oh, but the footnote as a footnote. Where is the footnotes at? Let's see. Select. D's meaning. Wow, okay. D's meaning is that no description of the spirit was possible, and he had not yet appeared in the stone unless under another name. What the fuck? Yo, this is so lit. Like, this is like I'm having a blast reading this, guys. Like, angle cap to you. I'm having a blast reading this. Thank you guys so much for showing up for the stream. I appreciate every one of you guys for coming around, having fun, you know, having a great time, hopefully, on the stream. You know, just chilling, you know? Hopefully, this is a chill time. Hopefully. Ugh. Let's see. Okay. Okay, guys, ready to start? Are you guys ready to start chapter 5? We got 5 viewers, 5 likes. Chapter 5, 555, 74, 74, 55. Oh my god, we got all the 5s on it. Alright, you guys ready to start chapter 5? Let's get started. A prayer to God to be recited thrice daily. Whoa. A prayer to God to be recited thrice daily? Okay, bet. I'm gonna face this in my direction of prayer. A prayer to God to be recited thrice daily. Almighty, eternal, the true and living God, O King, glory, Lord of hosts, O you, the creator of heaven and earth, and of all things visible and invisible, now, even now at length, among others they manifest in mercies, used to be up towards me, your simple servant John D. I most humbly beseech you, in my present petition, to have mercy upon me, to have pity upon me, to have compassion upon me, who faithfully and sincerely for a long time have sought among me men, in earth, and also by prayer, have made suit unto thy divine majesty for the obtaining of some convenient portion of true knowledge and understanding of your laws and ordinances establishing the natures and properties of your creatures. By which knowledge your divine wisdom, power, and goodness, in being to me made manifest, might abundantly instruct, furnish, and allure me incessantly to pronounce your praises, to render unto you most hearty thanks to advance to the truest honor, and to win upon your name of some your due majesty glory among all people and forever. And whereas it has pleased you of infinite goodness, be you faithful and holy spiritual messengers to deliver unto me long since an orderly form of manner of exercise heptarchio. How to your honor and glory and the comfort of your own poor soul and of others your faithful servant, I may at all times use very many of your good angels, their counsels and helps, according to the properties of such their functions and offices as to them, by your divine power, wisdom, and goodness is assigned and limited, which orderly forms the manner of exercise until even now. I never found no. Therefore, I, your poor and simple servant, do humbly, heartily, and faithfully beseech your divine majesty, most loving and fatherly, to favor and your divine back to further this my present industry and endeavor to exercise myself according to aforesaid orderly form and name and manner, and now at length, for your dearly beloved Son Jesus Christ, his sake, to grant also unto me this blessing and portion of your heavenly graces, that you will forthwith enable me, make me apt and accessible, to enjoy always a holy and friendly conversation with a sensible plain, full and perfect help of your mighty, wise, and good spiritual messengers, the ministers generally, and namely of blessed Michael, blessed Gabriel, blessed Raphael, and blessed Uriel. Okay, so this one actually, wow, interesting. Okay, so he's not shy of invoking Gabriel. He just didn't have an experience with him. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. And also specifically all those who appertain unto the heptarchial mystical. You shall approve to the very enemies of mine the truth and certainty of your manifold most merciful promises, heretofore made unto me, and that you are the true and almighty God, creator of heaven and earth, and your ministers, to be the true and faithful angels of light, which have hitherto principally and according to divine providence dealt with us, and also I, you poor and simple servant, shall then and by thee be better able to serve according to your well pleasing, to your honor and glory. Yea, even in these most miserable and lamentable days, grant, O grant, our heavenly Father, grant this for your only begotten Son, Jesus Christ's sake. Amen, amen, amen. Chapter 6. Pious and devout invocations of the good angels of the Heptarchia. Wow! Okay, they got rituals now. Okay, okay. Shit just got real, folks. Shit just got real. Who's still in the stream, guys? Who's still here? I'm not really checking right now. Who's still in the stream? Awesome. Sunday. Sunday. King Bobagel. The distributing, giving, and bestowing of wisdom and science, the teaching of true philosophy, true understanding of all learning, grounding upon wisdom with the excellencies of nature, and of many other great mysteries marvelously available, and necessary to the advancing of the glory of our God and Creator. And who said to me, D at length, but not too late, therefore in the name Prince Bornogo, the altering of the corruption of nature into perfection, the knowledge of metals, and generally the princely minister of the right noble a mighty king Bobagel, and his government of distributing, giving, and bestowing of wisdom. Science, true philosophy, and true understanding of all learning grounded upon wisdom for any of many of his peculiar royal properties, and who say to me, what do you desire to me shall be fulfilled. Therefore in his name, this is the second and third paragraphs of the invocation of the Prince REC. Hold up. Prince Bragle. Let's see. $17. Huh. Wow, that's interesting. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. We got. Let's see, guys. So far we have uh Prince Haganel 1, Prince Bornogo, that's 2, Prince Befathis, Prince Befathis, that's 3, Prince Bitmono, that's 4, Prince Belicidon, which is 5, Prince Borges, which is 6. Yeah, maybe I miscounted. Prince Haganel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? But there's 8 of them? What? This is so confusing. Maybe it makes sense if I finish the book, but I'm already... King Babagel, being Prince Bonobo. What? There's not... Okay, this is so interesting. I'm gonna have to, like... I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm having a lot of fun doing this.